Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome to the road to glory as we are going on a journey here. This is the origin story of one of our best players from my first ever Madden franchise. Luke Wagner is his name. He was a linebacker, and we're gonna go on his road to glory here in college football 26. And since he was collecting those interceptions left and right in some of his seasons, and so we're gonna go with the lurker, which is kind of the pass coverage archetype here. And yeah, Luke is his first name. We're just gonna enter that in here. We've got a linebacker that I did not draft. Actually, he was an undrafted free agent after my first season. In my first off season, we had a lot of draft picks there, but in UDFA I found Luke Wagner just sitting there with like 87 speed and 69 zone coverage, and I was like, man, this is in Madden 69 zone coverage. That's pretty good, especially that would be good for like a first round pick, but for an undrafted free agent. He also was a decent run stopper, but over the years he just got known as the pass coverage linebacker. He played almost every snap towards the end of that franchise. We're gonna make him be out of Huntington, West Virginia. Luke Wagner did graduate from Marshall, and we're gonna assume that Luke Wagner is a hometown kid here in Huntington, West Virginia, and we're gonna try to get him on the Marshall program, and hopefully we can play his years there. When I signed him in UDFA, he was a 21-year-old, so that would equate to a 3-year college career. So Marshall is actually the perfect fit here, and the backstory is going to be he's a hometown kid. He wants to stay close to his family, and yeah, this is the outfit that I put together for him. I actually didn't exactly know anymore what his like equipment was, but I just made him like a very, it's just pretty generic outfit. One thing or a couple of things that are actually specific from his Madden franchise is actually the towel, which is on the front there. That's kind of unique, and then also the taped wrists and no sleeves at all. So we're gonna take that into Road to Glory now, and here's his abilities. We're gonna have a couple of mental ones on bronze. We have the gold robber already, and silver knockout. So I think that aligns pretty well with what Luke Wagner did in that Lions franchise. Was a 21-year-old, came in. We had a completely depleted linebacker room. I had just drafted, I think that was the first draft where we just drafted Justin Gunter, who was our like first round pick or something. Maybe it was the second draft class, but I'm not sure. We had a lot of room in that linebacker class, and I decided, well, we're gonna suck anyway this year, so just let's play him. Let's see what happens. And he is one of the legends from that franchise. Now we have to select here what's important to us, and we are wanting to go to the NFL. So one thing we want to have is pro potential, but we are going to prioritize playing early because we only have a 3-year college career available here to us. I will only play 3 years, so we want to play early, because if we're not playing till our junior year, this is pointless. And so that's why we're going to select playing early here. Pro potential obviously is also going to be important, but Marshall is not known for that, and that's why we will go with the playing early here. We're gonna select proximity to home, no question about that one. We're from the town where the university is located, and we're gonna assume that he is from the area. And then from these two, I'm gonna select the schematic fit. We are not caring about NIL deals. We can get all that money once we're in the NFL. This is the pathway Luke Wagner was, I would say, an above average NFL athlete, which means that in college, compared to his peers, he is an elite athlete. And we want to represent that as well. We can't here in the high school, but I will do that later as well. This is our head coach, Dewan Lemon. And Lemon, wants us to select 10 schools that we're interested in. And I can already tell you, there is only one school we're interested in, and it's Marshall, the Thundering Herd. We're gonna add all those schools now, but the first one we're gonna add should be Marshall, but it's not actually, because the first one I see is actually West Virginia. There is only 2 universities here in the state of West Virginia. It's West Virginia and Marshall, so we're gonna go look for Marshall now, and there it is, the M, the green M, the Thundering Herd. We're gonna add those, and then we had to add 8 more schools, so I added the 3 Kentucky schools, we added Virginia also, just because that's also somewhat close to home. We are gonna add App State. It's in North Carolina, but it's the mountain school. I think that fits pretty well with West Virginia, and then we're gonna add Ohio and Pittsburgh as well, Penn State, a couple of schools from around the area. But this is all about getting to Marshall. This first episode is only about getting him to Marshall. So with that, we're gonna start this high school career now. We're gonna start it off as a 5-star. I'd say that is pretty fair, considering I want this to be like a representing an elite level athlete, and I think he needs to be an elite level athlete in college as well, and therefore in high school especially. So we're gonna select the 5-star. I'm already pretty sure that my gameplay is probably not gonna be good enough for us to keep it at 5-star, but we are going to try our best. Hopefully we can keep it at a 4-star, and that should be enough to get us the starting job at Marshall, but we'll see. Dewan Lemon, ready for week 1. We have a top 10 quarterback recruit in the States. He's a gunslinger. We need to stop him through the air, and that's exactly what we're good at. So we're gonna try our best here with those moments here that favor Marshall and West Virginia. Those are the 2 schools that are most important to me. I was actually considering also, like, if we don't get a scholarship from Marshall, I would be considering West Virginia as well, even though that's even a better school, so I'm not sure if we're gonna get any playing time there. But there he is, Luke Wagner, his first game from his senior high school year, walking out onto the field with his teammates here. He's the superstar linebacker running through the tunnel of cheerleaders. It's a pretty small stadium, but for high schools I think that's fine. That's actually a good size, I'd say. For this first drill, we need to have this dude not score a touchdown, and we have to make a tackle, so we'll try to get this done. So let's see what we can do here. 1st and 10, Wagner assumes his position as a middle linebacker. He's just covering the slant there, and then, that was not really his zone, but the slot corner makes a tackle, so that's fine. Cover 2 here on the next play, and we are gonna get it done. 4th down, and this dude did not get the touchdown. Instead, they had 2 punt. So I'm gonna be okay with that. We're gonna move ahead to the next moment. This time around, we need to prevent a touchdown and prevent field goal range. We cannot allow any points. So we're gonna go here as a middle linebacker. Wagner stands over the middle of the field, and then the ball is thrown. What a catch at the sideline. Unbelievable throw from that quarterback, the gunslinger, getting it done. So now they got a 1st down, but Luke Wagner pays attention. Quarterback wants to run, and there we go. A tackle for us. Now let's see if we can finish this drive. 2nd and 9. Wagner stands tall over the middle there, and he's gonna have a couple of yards on that throw, but coverage was tight. And 3rd and 7. Now let's get him off the field. Wagner is going to have a zone defense here. He's standing tall over the middle. Everything's covered. What more do you want? We prevent them from getting into field goal range or scoring a touchdown. That's good. Next goal. This time we need to prevent him from scoring a touchdown and make a tackle. Let's see if we can do that. We're standing tall over the middle here. And he is gonna get out here, and we're gonna miss the tackle. He had a little move in there. Yeah, that's how you win here. You gotta make the tackle, man. And if you don't, then I mean, yeah, we're basically acting as a spy there on the quarterback, and the pass is incomplete ultimately. 1st and 10, and on the sideline we've got somebody here. We actually do pile on for the tackle, but it is an 8-yard gain, so that's not great. Now, the only goal left is not having them score a touchdown. I mean, we can do that, definitely. Wagner is going to see the running back over there, and he gets swallowed up in the blocks. That's a 1st down. The drive continues. 2nd and 8. Wagner stands over the middle there, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and 8. Let's see what we can do here. Let's get him off the field. Wagner has lots of room. The only one transferring into his zone, perfectly covered. And then we get the coverage sack, so that's actually perfect. We get it done. And with that, we move on to, I think this is the last moment of this 1st game. Wagner, assuming his position, and he gets blocked by the slot receiver. Oh, that's a bad sight. But I mean, this is exactly what this lurker archetype is about. He's not a great run stopper, and it's showing. He's just, oh my god, we could have had the interception right there. Gotta have that one. Also, by the way, I'm jumping ahead here, as we are gonna have an interception at the sideline, and that is gonna end the drive right there. We're gonna take that. No tackle for loss for us today, but we are going to take it. Exit game, we want it. And with that, our 1st game in high school is done. Luke looking exactly what you expect him to look like, as we get our 1st official offer. It's gonna be from Navy. And yeah, they want us to be a midshipman. I mean, we are very athletic, so makes sense that they want us. And Maryland is not too far away. I actually Maryland actually borders West Virginia. Now, the 2nd team is actually going to be Ohio, the 1st team from our list to make us an offer. So they are wanting us there in just right across the border here in Athens, Ohio. But we're going to hold out. We are going to wait it out for the offer from Marshall. Luke Wagner, I mean, Toledo, it's all the close schools here offering us. There is hopefully going to be an offer from Marshall waiting for us pretty soon, I'm hoping. Let's see. The Huskies out of UConn also want us to get there. Yeah, but as I was saying, we did have a solid game, I would say. It was more against the pass here, and I think we did very well covering our zones. I mean, that was pretty good. And against the run, we got swallowed up a few times. I mean, that's what's happening if you're just a coverage linebacker. And yeah. Now, Ohio actually wants us to really come to their program, so let's try this. They want us to... Actually, I don't know what they want us to do. Apparently, we got a scholarship bonus, but doesn't really matter to me. I mean, they are on the list. If we don't get an offer from Marshall, then maybe Ohio's an option. It's just right across the border. It's also a team with the green uniforms. Maybe that's a choice to go with, just going there for a season or two and then transferring to Marshall for the 3rd year. But there's only going to be 3 years in this road to glory, and we got to get it done. So even more offers out of Ohio. This time it's Bowling Green. The Falcons want us to come there. I don't think that's happening. If it's going to be an Ohio team, it might be Ohio, but none other. Eastern Carolina also offering. And then Middle Tennessee. I mean, this uniform looks exactly like the Lions uniform, to be honest. So, I mean, that's a great look, obviously. But Middle Tennessee may be a little bit too far away for his family. And, I mean, it's not that far away, but could be closer. Ohio is definitely closer. Now, they want us, yeah, this is a throw first team with a lot of talented receivers. So this is exactly what we are good at. So we're going to have to cover a lot of zones. We're going to drop back into zone coverage, I'd say, a little bit man probably as well. But as I'm doing these games, I'm cutting out a few plays that are just not interesting. There was nothing happening and stuff. And obviously we're gonna study, we're not gonna wing the exams, what are you talking about? And we are hopefully getting some bonus out of this one. A classmate wants to study with us, we're gonna study with him, and this is going to be the Western Kentucky head coach. He wants us to have a good game, and if we do, they might accept our offer. So we are going to accept this challenge. Obviously, there's nothing to lose for us here, I would say at least. This is not a stage where we're gonna promise them to come to their campus, but Western Kentucky would also be an option if Marshall and West Virginia decided to not offer us. So we're gonna leave it at that. Let's try this next game out. We have an aerial defense here, or we got all the good stuff here for the passing game. So we're gonna try our best here. We are gonna try the ball hawk challenge for Western Kentucky as well. And yeah, let's get into the game. Game number 2. Let's see if we can make an impact against the run this time, because last game was pretty awful against the run. We get swallowed up a few times, and this is still a home game. For some reason, we're only playing home games, I guess. Fans are going crazy. Just assuming these are just a few high school parents, but Wagner runs out onto the field again in his usual uniform here, the Pumas. The East Side Pumas are gonna have to try to make a tackle and get a TFL or an INT or a pass breakup. That's gonna be a tough one, but we're gonna give it our all, and let's see what Luke Wagner can do. He's standing over the middle, and then they're gonna get out the ball pretty quickly to the flats, and that's gonna be a first down for them. So next play, Luke Wagner doing some audibles, and this time he's gonna get the chase on pretty early, and that's gonna be a TFL. They get him, and the challenge is done already. That was a pretty exciting play. He didn't get swallowed up. He shows off the athleticism. Now we're gonna have this RPO, and the tackle sadly is made right there, but good enough. We're gonna move on. 3rd and 2, and they are actually gonna get the first down, man. Why? Now this drive continues, and a few downs later, we're actually at the goal line. That's not a great look, and the running back is actually gonna get through. He breaks a couple tackles on the way, but we do complete our drive goals, so I mean, at least that's good. Next one, prevent the touchdown and prevent field goal range, so no specific goals for us, but they're gonna have to start at their own 9-yard line, and it's a 3rd and 14, and they're actually gonna run it. What on earth is that? We got swallowed up again. Took a wrong pathing, but we get it done. So, I mean, that's fine. The red zone stand, make a tackle and prevent the touchdown. This is from our own 15-yard line, and the quarterback drops back. We've got the slant covered. Oh no, I slowed down for a second there. We do make the tackle, but it's at the 8. They get about 8 yards on that play. And now they've got the running back. Oh, came a second late, and that's a touchdown. But that's fine. We're going to move on. This is the challenge that we had from Western Kentucky. Now, make a tackle. Make any tackle. I hope we can get it done. 2nd and 8, and Wagner in the flats. Oh, no. He cuts it back to the middle, and Wagner didn't see it happening. Got to break it down there and attack the running back, and now he's gonna launch one down the field, and it's broken up by the DB. 3rd and 8 now. Wagner over the middle. He's covering his man, and now the quarterback gets sacked. We had both our receivers that were in our zone. We had them We did have one chance at a tackle. We didn't make it. Was a pretty good juke move, I guess. He cuts it back, and that's that drive goal. Failed, but it's fine. We get an offer by Duke, so now the ACC teams are coming on strong here. Luke Wagner. We're just waiting for that Marshall offer to get out of here, to get out of high school, go to college, and yeah, Duke is not the one we're going to take. And there it is! We get it done! Luke Wagner is going to go to Marshall. He's going to get the offer here. Luke, the Marshall Thundering Herd are excited to offer you a full athletic scholarship. You've shown a strength, commitment, and emotional maturity. Blah, blah, blah. Couldn't finish reading all that. But this is exactly what we were waiting for. 2 high school games from his senior season, and we already got the offer. Don't even really have to wait for anything else. Virginia also offers us, so this would have been a solid choice as well if they hadn't given us that offer from Marshall. But yeah, Western Kentucky also offers, even though we failed their challenge. App State, the mountain school from North Carolina, would have also been a pretty close game. We're lacking the numbers to keep up the 5-star rating, so we're down to 4 stars already. Gotta pay attention that we don't drop down to 3 stars in the future, but yeah. Penn State wants to give us a challenge here, and yeah, we definitely would love to play early, but it doesn't really matter. School interest increased. Yeah, I mean, Marshall gave us the offer. I think that should be enough. Now, the question is, do we accept early or do we wait it out? Marshall is a 2-star program, and we would be the Mike 1 immediately. They would have a start there immediately. They also have a couple senior linebackers on the position that would graduate now. But we're going to sim ahead to the next week to get to week 4, and we get even more offers. Northwestern, the school out of Chicago, wants us to come to Illinois. I mean, that's a little bit too far away. Purdue out of Indiana. Indiana's not too far away. That could definitely be an offer as well. Rutgers over to New Jersey. I mean, that's a little bit too far. And yet again, we lose in the rankings battle here. We're getting dangerously close to losing the 4-star rating. And Western Kentucky, we're gonna give the polite answer, but they offered us, like, what do you even want from me? You don't care that I failed the challenge? Like, that's that logic needs to be improved. Scholarship bonus decrease doesn't matter to us. It's a done deal, I'd say. DeJuan Lemon, we're facing an option team. Yeah, and when I saw this option team, we're not a run stopper at all, and now they want us to fight our way through 11 defenders to get to the ball carrier. We're gonna give I guess the polite answer here. Also, yeah, manage the top 10 list. Yeah, it's just a top 1 list. It's Marshall. We're actually gonna give the confident answer, I guess. Why would we do that? It's an option offense. I mean, I guess at the time I didn't know better. I'm recording this. I cut the video, like I played, then cut the video, and then I'm recording my voiceover after the fact. And obviously, we're gonna skip homecoming. Like, what are you talking about? We're gonna work with the trainer. Where we want to go get to the NFL, man. There is no other path. We're a 21-year-old that went to the NFL to be undrafted. We're gonna give it our all. We wanna get it done as quickly as we can. And yeah, before we drop even lower here, we're a 4-star right now, but this next game is not promising. It's not gonna be promising for us. We're a zone defender. We're not a run stopper, and I think after this game we're gonna be a 3-star if we don't pay attention. So we are actually going to verbally commit to the Marshall Thundering Herd. I hope that they don't pull the offer, but I obviously did play all the games. This is the last moment of the high school season. I jumped ahead to the end of the high school year. There is not much point in playing out these games. we want to get to college, we want to influence our ratings and get to training and have our field day at college. And in the end there, we need to prevent the touchdown to win our senior games, senior night, whatever this game is called. Good start there, 2nd and 13. We force him out of the pocket and get him for a loss. And then almost perfect coverage. And then we miss him on the tackle there. So that's a 10-yard gain, 3rd and 3. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to have him in a cover 3 here. And Wagner covers his man. And then over there, the tackle is made, 4th and 1. And now it's crunch time. Can we turn them over on downs? Actually, we don't need to. Time runs out. We win the last game of the season. We complete the moment. And as I was saying, we did drop to a 3-star prestige here. It's fine. As a linebacker, I feel like you're getting swallowed up way too much. And like, obviously, I decided to be the coverage type, so we don't really have the great block shedding. But this is the end of the season. And the high school year is done. We're going to move on. Luke Wagner is going to Marshall, and there is nothing that could stop us here, even though we are getting offers left and right. It does not matter. Temple, Arkansas State, Central Michigan, I don't care. We are going to play in Huntington, West Virginia, and this is the final scene. This is what people are excited about, but I do not really care. We're in our top 3. I mean, I guess technically we could go to all these 3 schools. We had to cut it down somewhere halfway through the season, or like 3/4 way through the season. But the only reason to play this Road to Glory is to go to the Marshall Thundering Herd, and we are going to pick up their hat. Let's get it done. Commit, hold. Yeah, you actually need to pick it up. Yeah, we get it done. Finally. So, we're going to be a part of the Thundering Herd, and now it's time to finish high school and go to college. It's a commit for the Thundering Herds. We have, we have accepted. We are now a linebacker there, and we were supposed to be the Mike 1. We were to be a starter immediately, but I had to find out pretty quickly that we are not. I think it's because we fell down to the 3-star. It's not good, but this is our new head coach, Shannon Morrison. And he's explaining to us how this entire system works. There is the points that we have to enter. I mean, it's pretty standard stuff. I think everybody has seen this in College Football 25. Do not need to explain all that, but we are gonna give it our best shot. Hopefully we can be a starter in Season 1. I've already seen that on the depth chart we are actually number 2. But I think it's gonna be fine, especially since we have actually some skill points to invest. So this is obviously the welcome bonus, but I want to influence something because, as I was already saying, we are an elite level athlete at a high school and college, and then above average athlete in the NFL. So it only makes sense to put all these points into the athleticism, and that is exactly what we are going to do. We have 62 points. That should be about 5 upgrades here, and immediately we are gonna put that in there. 82 speed. Now we've got 85 speed. That's already gonna put him up to 70 overall, but we are going to continue. I want to have this dude as like a 90 speed linebacker. This dude needs to fly all over the field. This is exactly what we need. 89 speed, 93 XL. I would actually prefer to put even more points in here, but now it's more expensive. 14 points. So we don't have that anymore. So we're gonna invest the last 4 points, the last 12 points actually, into pass coverage, because that is his archetype. We need to be good at that. Now obviously I'm playing myself, so the zone and man rating doesn't matter, but the catching rating does, and it's just realistic to put it in here. So just checking out the different options, but I do eventually settle on the pass coverage. Now, awareness and play rec is also the same thing. Like, I'm playing myself, so these ratings don't actually matter. I wanted to put him in run stopping badly, but this is a coverage archetype linebacker, and we're gonna put him into the coverage. We want to be as good as we can in that area, and we are going to continue with this. Now it gets a little bit tricky here with the cost, but one more, and then we have 2 points left since the cost increased a little bit. And we're gonna put, we're just gonna spend them a little bit here and a little bit into the pass rush, just to get our overall up and be atop the depth chart. And I hope the 77 overall rating should be enough to make us a starter, or at least like a 2-down linebacker, not a 2-down linebacker, a 3rd-down linebacker. I mean, getting thrown into games on 3rd down with the coverage and the range and the speed. But yeah, there's a lot of abilities we can also try to acquire. I will put some points into that as well to get, for example, better INT attempts and or knocking the ball loose attempts. This is all stuff we want to see, but that's gonna do it for this first episode. See you next time with the Luke Wagner Dynasty. Have a great day.